Commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Okie dokie. Good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here, and you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. And I am live right here, right now at Weller's Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale, and you are invited to come on out and browse around and check things out and just stop by and say howdy if you want. So got a lot going on today. I'm going to have Darren Gingrich on in just a few minutes. I'm talking about things at Select Financial. Also, I'm going to be talking about some of the things I am doing to try to lose some weight and tone and tighten my belly and things like that. Also, I'm going to be talking about a missing dog. Ashley Duke has lost her dog. I believe the dog's name is Nabby, and this has turned into a big project around Milford. It's been like 45 days, I believe, that the dog has been missing, and it's constantly being spotted. So anyway, we are here at Weller's Red Barn. We're open today until 2 o'clock. So if you've never been here, you are invited to come out. And today is No Limit Saturday, which means there's no limit to what you can spend. So make plans to come and join us. Also, one of my sponsors I do want to thank is my good friend Bill Strickland at L&W Insurance Agency. Gosh, I've been dealing with them 20, 25 years. I really like them. It's kind of funny for somebody to like their insurance company, but they've been good to me, and they're an independent agent, so I don't have to deal with just one brand or another brand. Every time they come to me to talk about my policies, they give me different quotes from different companies. They do my health insurance. They sell me all my auto insurance and property insurance and all different things. So if you're listening, you're saying, I don't have that kind of relationship with my insurance company. Well, give them a call. It's kind of a no obligation conversation. 674-3500, or on the web it's lwinsurance.com. Tell them I sent you if you give them a call. Also, wanted to mention First Class Heating and Air. You've heard me talk about them week after week, but there's been a cold snap to this winter, no doubt about it. And if you need a heating system repaired or worked on or maintained or anything like that, or you're kind of like, boy, wonder how my air conditioner is going to work this year. They do service work. They do all kinds of things. They actually do plumbing as well as heating and air, as well as electrical and home performance. I just had the underneath of my house encapsulated, and I just love it. My floors are truly warmer than they were. They're not piping hot now, but when I walk around barefooted, it feels different, and I like it. My animals like it, too. They used to always lay like on a piece of carpet or something. Now they'll lay right on the floor. It's kind of amazing. So anyway, First Class Heating and Air, 934-8900. 934-8900 on the web. It's firstclasshvac.com. Okay, so just in a couple minutes, Darren Gingrich is going to be here. He has Select Financial in Milford, and we're going to have him on and talk about different things. But I also wanted to let you know I got somebody from the Ellendale Fire Company going to be here in a little while, also talking about some different things. So let me talk about what I'm doing to work on my weight, my health, and myself just a little bit. My good friends Dave and Jeannie Morgan from Milford. They have some products that I have been getting from them. One of them is a protein shake. I just take one of them every morning, take it, drink it is what I do. Then they have some different supplements and things like that. So I have really been enjoying working with them. So if you're listening and you're saying, man, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know whether I want to lose weight, whether I want to gain weight, or I just like life just how it is. But all of us kind of feel like, it's kind of time to maybe, get a little more fit, feel a little bit better or something like that. Their phone number, Dave or Jeannie, is 422-8315. 422-8315. You can also like them on Facebook. It's called Delaware Rap and Tone, if you want to like them. So also, I have been actually getting a wrap. So I wanted to let you know that I'm getting one every Friday. And believe it or not, I almost would like to show you the pictures because it's like of my stomach, but I really hate to show you the pictures of it. But it is amazing what this does. In other words, it's kind of toning up my stomach, and instead of it hanging as low as it did, it's raising it up, it's tightening it, it's toning it. I really do like it. So if you have any questions, again, about any of the products they offer, and here's the neat thing about them. They will come to you or you can go to them. So if you say, look, I'd like you to come to my house and talk to me and my wife or something like that and tell us what you have to offer, they'll coach you along. They'll tell you their own personal experiences. They've got a lot of friends that have dealt with different things. I was, looking through the stuff, and I was talking to somebody who had talked to somebody that had a problem with gout, and some of the products they had to offer helped that person. So again, it's 422 8315. Again, you can like them on Facebook at Delaware Rap and Tone. So anyway, I wanted to let you know that anyway, what was I getting ready to say? You can like them on Facebook at Delaware Rap and Tone. Phone number is 422-8315. So anyway, they are here. Now, next guest is from the Ellendale Fire Company, and I wanted to talk about a big event they've got going on. So Darren Gingrich is going to be here in just a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and switch gears a little bit. So anyway, I wanted to talk about an event that's going on at the Ellendale Fire Company. So anyway, how are you doing there, young fella?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Now listen, I want to ask you, this is like your first time you ever did anything like this?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's your first annual?
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully, yes. Okay, so why don't you tell us just a little bit about what's going on?
Well, we around here, we've not seen one of these. We've heard about them in other states and northern part of the state, so we thought we'd give it a try. It's going to be a fun night. We're doing the Ellendale Fire Company's hosting the Firefighters Chili Cook-Off. Now, this is open to the public. There are some firefighters that's entering the chili contest and cooking some chili, but anybody can come enter chili. There's no registration.
Do they have to be from Delaware or anything?
No, you can be from anywhere.
Do they have to be from Ellendale?
Don't have to be from Ellendale. Could be from anywhere.
They could even be from Georgetown.
From Georgetown could even come and try their luck.
But it looks like it's March 22nd.
March 22nd.
Is that a Saturday?
That's a Saturday, yep. Yes,
okay.
Sir. And doors open at 5. The trophies will be given out to 8. There's 4 winners. We have a first, second, and third for best. And then we'll also have a category for the hottest chili.
Really?
Who won a trophy. Yeah, and plus bragging rates.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be a fun night. And the best thing of it is the people that vote for this is the general public. The general public get to come in. They pay $5. Once they pay their $5, they're going to be handed their envelope with their so they can cast their votes. So not only if you want a better chance of winning, you bring your chili. There's no cost for it. You're bringing the chili. All your friends and family can come out, have dinner for $5. All they can eat is chili.
And enjoy
vote
the
for
event.
you for the best. And enjoy the event. Yep.
All right. Any questions? How do they reach you?
Any questions, they can reach us at 422-7500, or they can find us on the internet, Ellendale Fire Company's website, evfd75.com.
All right. And anything else we need to know?
No, come on out, have a good time, support the fire department. Like I said, this is going to be one of our bigger fundraisers, we hope, and something we hope that's going to take off, and we can do it annually.
And it's just a good night out.
It's a good night out.
Cheap meal. What is it?
$5. And where else are you going to go on a Saturday night and pay $5?
Right.
Yep.
For a good meal.
For a good meal.
Okay.
So, thanks for having me.
Thank you, and we might have you back again, and you can tell us how it went.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Next up, folks, is my good friend Darren Gingrich from Select Financial in Milford, and he is just a wealth of wisdom. I have enjoyed getting to know him. Good morning there, young man.
Good morning.
How's it going?
No pun intended with
No
the
pun
wealth
intended.
of information.
Wealth of information.
Very good.
All right. So tell us who you are, where you are, and what do you do, just
Darren
for anybody
Gingrich.
that maybe doesn't know.
Sure. Darren Gingrich. My firm is Select Financial Group in Milford, Delaware, and we help people save and invest and give people financial direction in these uncertain times we live in.
Man, they are crazy, aren't they?
It is crazy.
So I had talked to you once before, and you said people have got to start accepting the new norm.
The new norm. Exactly.
Right. Meaning if you were used to a certain level of return on your investment and you're kind of waiting for that to come back, maybe quit waiting.
Yeah, no, I think we were talking in large part of CDs.
Yes, CDs.
We talked a little bit, like the contest we did last week, we got a little bit into the
Wow, that was pretty interesting.
It was and now that we've established that I could be fun, let's start out by talking about today's contest.
You got another one?
We have another one.
Okay.
Okay.
Because your last one, I remember you had to go to your website and look.
Yeah,
at this
it
and
was
that.
a little difficult.
But I'm under the impression you had people go there.
We did. Yeah, we
Okay.
were able to see that some people did.
So
but I
what's the
think it was a
dates?
little too difficult. So this morning we're going to just basically give it away.
You're kidding me.
Just
Well,
basically
don't make it too easy.
We're going to make it pretty easy though, Jim.
Not too easy.
Not
All right.
too easy.
All right.
That's the balance.
What are you doing
Okay,
today?
so when you first go to our website, well, first of all,
what is your website?
My website. That's what
Okay.
the first of all.
All right.
So my website is selectfinancial.us. www.selectfinancial.us.
All right.
And there's a .com. That's not us.
Okay.
So if you're googling us, it's
If you go to .com, you're not going to.
you're not going to. Well, you might, but it won't be our contest.
Okay.
So
selectfinancial.us.
or you could just Google Select Financial Milford,
Okay.
Delaware. That's where our office is, as you know.
Okay.
And
Can I just give your fantastic phone number one more time?
Yes.
It's 424-7777.
Isn't that's just fun to say?
I love
isn't
it. Yeah, I love it. So anyway, all right. So they go to selectfinancial.us.
.us.
And then what?
Well, under contacts, you'll get my email address,
Okay.
which is Darren@selectfinancial.us. So the first person to email the answer, the very simple answer, is
Okay.
going to win a $20 certificate to the Pizza
Really?
Palace in Milford, Delaware.
Man, they have
just
done a
have
nice
to show up.
job
They
of
completely
remodeling.
remodeled it. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
nice.
I was there the other day.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, you got to go to selectfinancial.us.
.us.
Got to go under contacts and look for Darren.
Well, you don't even have to go into contacts. I'm right there at the first page. So we're not requiring you to do anything this time. Just
Okay.
open the website.
Open
okay?
the website.
Open the
Okay.
website, and you'll see a banner
Okay.
with some cool graphics, and they have some statistics that scroll.
Okay.
The first statistic is 57% of working Americans have saved less than the first
Okay.
person to email me. Right there are contacts. You can actually just click on my contact, Darren@selectfinancial.us. The first person to email me
The answer to that.
the answer to that.
Okay.
So that is the question.
You're saying all they got to do is go to selectfinancial.us, look
Open
for
it up,
the scrolling.
Look for the scroll.
Did you
and
say 50%?
Employer. I have to get this out of the way real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Employees and families of employees are not eligible.
Of Wellers.
Tyron, that's for you, Tyron.
Okay. Okay.
My daughter
right.
participated
You could just
last
take her
week.
to
We'll
lunch.
just say.
Okay. Well, she's having fun. You know, when you get back to the office and 700 people have clicked on it, it kind of makes you feel good, right?
Exactly.
You get home and the mouse on your computer's broke.
So the first person to email me at Darren@selectfinancial.us, the answer, 57% of working Americans have saved less than this amount, will receive a $20 gift certificate from Pizza Palace.
That's all they have to do.
That's all they have to do.
Now, what time can this contest start?
It started about 30 seconds ago.
Okay, so it's ready, set,
It's
go.
ready. I'm waiting for the email. So
Okay,
anyway.
so you're just wanting somebody to do it right now.
Exactly. Well, they can, and it doesn't
Okay.
matter. You know, they can wait till.
Because it is only to the first person.
Exactly.
All
So,
right.
so moving
So,
along
all
into
right.
last week's discussion of asset classes.
Right.
There are a number of asset classes.
Okay.
And the ones people are most familiar with are stocks, bonds, and cash. So cash being the CD money, the money
Okay.
markets. That's the one that people are getting. It's getting more and more difficult to make money in that asset class. It's
Okay.
becoming an asset
Because
class.
it's paying so little.
It's paying so little.
Okay.
So, and I think you would agree, Jim.
Oh, I would agree.
0.05 in a savings account, or
Yeah, I have a checking
one-
account. When I
yeah.
get it, I don't even think it says 0.05 on my little statement.
Yeah, so that's it's discouraging.
0.05 is 0.5%.
No, 0.05. So 0.5 would be 0.5%.
Oh, this is
0.05
less than
is-
1%.
I'm just making up numbers.
Oh,
Jim.
okay,
I
okay.
actually I made that up.
I
from
thought
one-
you were testing me.
No, I wasn't testing you. It's
Okay.
not a test.
All
But I
right.
actually had an account at one point that I saw that on someone's statement.
Wow.
0.05.
Okay.
So that's
Either way,
Either way,
it's less than
it's
1%.
not very good.
Right.
We'll
it's
agree
not
on
very
that.
good.
It's not very good.
Correct.
What's discouraging for folks is a lot of folks are literally trying to live off the money their CDs make and not touch the principal. And it's worked
wow.
for them historically. So that's gut-wrenching to get that statement and see, you know, a 1% CD or whatever they're getting now.
Right.
When there were times when they were getting, 5, 10%.
Okay.
It's
That would be
changing people's
devastating.
way of life.
Yeah, especially if you're in a season in life you are depending
Exactly.
on that.
Yeah.
Well, is there any options?
There are options. I'm glad
Okay.
you asked.
Okay.
You had a funny feeling. I was
Well,
going
I'm
to
just
say there was
baiting you
a,
in there, Darren. I'm just leading you. Okay, so there are options.
there are options.
All right.
And everybody knows about stocks and bonds.
Okay.
Most people know. So basically,
Okay.
with bonds, you're buying a debt instrument.
Okay.
So a company issues a bond.
Okay.
Or a municipality
Because they're going to
issues a
build
bond.
something usually.
They're going to build
new
a
school or a library
some-
or-
exactly some
Okay.
project that whether it's a city or some type of municipality. And then of course we all know about the government bonds,
Right.
which everybody likes because they're safe. What they don't like about them that they don't pay very much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the bond side of it. There's also
and you can guide somebody through all of this.
we can.
I mean, like you can help somebody weigh this one out versus this
Correct.
one out, and so on.
Right.
Where I guess some places, if they only offer one of those things.
Well, mostly it's it's not so, most people wouldn't offer just bonds. I mean,
Okay.
most people that are doing it on their self, some of them might be used to just buying treasury bonds every year.
Okay.
So those folks might feel like that's their options.
Okay.
That's another mold I've seen people get stuck in is they're just keep buying T-bonds, because that's what
A
they've
mold
always
could
done.
become a rut if you're not
Exactly.
careful.
Exactly. So
where's Louise?
good morning, Louise.
Good morning.
So folks get stuck in a rut, and it's
Okay.
hard to get out of that rut. We all know about stocks. In stocks, you own a portion of a company.
Right.
But there's a third asset class that we're putting more focus on today. That's the alternative asset classes.
What's that?
And that can include things like global natural resources, commodities, it can be precious metals. A lot of the things that used to be considered tangible items many times
Okay.
are now being considered as an alternative investment class.
Okay.
So
So somebody has money they want to invest.
Mm-hmm.
What do? They just call you up?
the very best way to start, Jim,
Okay.
is to dial 424-7777.
So let's say somebody's listening right now and they maybe inherited some money or have some money set aside or something like that, or they're living on their retirement money. And they're like, I kind of want to just talk to somebody just a little down to earth. This is what I personally like about you, a little down to earth. In other words, not like, I don't know how to describe it, but Wall
Yeah.
Street type talk. In other
Right.
words, because when I talk about whatever money I do or don't have, I'm cautious about it. In other words,
Right.
and I want to feel comfortable with who I'm going to talk to
Right.
or am talking to. So you seem like the type of guy that we could like go next door and just have lunch and talk and you live in this area and you just make me feel a little more comfortable about those things.
Thank you, Jim.
So,
we try to make it non-threatening. We're
right.
talking about some
or
serious stuff.
non-intimidating.
Right.
That's
Right.
the non-threatening I
Right.
can handle better than being intimidated.
Okay,
In other words, when I'm talking to somebody that actually knows more about managing my money than me, I don't want him to know it.
Right.
In
Right.
other words, I still want to feel like I have the upper hand.
Right.
So you've done a good job of letting me feel like I'm in control.
Well,
So,
it is, when we're talking about people's money, we take it seriously because they
Yeah.
work hard for that money.
They do.
And
They do.
it's meaningful to them in their life. And
Yeah.
it's,
So they just give a call, 424-7777, and then say, hey, Darren, I want to sit down with you. In other words, they come to your office in Milford.
Yep.
And that's right next to, how do you
The Pizza
describe
Palace.
it? Right next to the Pizza
Palace.
Okay. And then you just sit down with them.
Sit down with them and have those discussions.
And now if somebody calls, are they actually going to get to sit down with you?
They're going to get down to sit down with me.
Okay.
They're going to get to sit down with me. That wasn't a trick answer.
Okay.
On it. It wasn't intended to be a trick answer.
All right. So you're
But the
saying,
answer is
literally,
yes.
when they call and they
Yeah,
might,
and what you can expect the first appointment is we're going to offer you something to drink.
Okay.
We're gonna sit down. Usually the first appointment is about 45 minutes.
Okay.
And we literally just explore.
but do you charge for that?
We don't charge. We do not charge for the first appointment in any scenario.
Okay, so somebody could literally say, I have a little bit here, or I've got something coming my way, or I got something that I might want to turn into something else. Can I just talk to you in a non-threatening type way?
And the important thing is it's an opportunity for you to do what you already know is a good idea, which is get a second opinion. So
Right.
if you have your monies, you probably have already asked yourself, was this the best way to position?
Right.
People are hearing now about potentially the next 10 to 20% market correction.
Right.
So if you believe that's true, then have you gotten ready for that? Have you made adjustments in your portfolio?
Right.
And if the answer is no, then I can be that guy to spend 45 minutes with and give you a second opinion
At no charge.
and no charge
Well,
and no
good.
hassle.
No hassle. No charge, no hassle. You've been very patient with me. I'll say that. We've been talking for a couple years now. So- that was a long 45 minutes, wasn't it? All right. I've been instructed not to laugh and kid too much. So I'm trying to be serious here. But anyway.
But not too serious.
Not too serious because I want to be comfortable.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
want to be comfortable. All right. So tell me this. What else do we need to know?
Well,
Well, can I
we
ask you
talk.
another
Yeah,
one?
yeah, sure.
This time of year, my accountant's doing my taxes and stuff like that. I'm going to presume you deal in IRAs.
We do.
Okay. So if somebody has not filed their 2013 taxes yet, this would be a good time to get some info of the options of IRAs and what they can
Yes.
benefit you. And
So if you're doing your own taxes,
okay.
play with the numbers a little bit.
Okay.
Go to the section that asks about what IRA contributions you made.
Okay.
And if you're under 50, you can make 5,500 in contributions.
Okay.
You can still make them even for 2013,
Even though it's 2014.
because you've got
You haven't
until
done
April
the tax
15th.
return yet. Okay.
Right. If you haven't done your tax return, you've still got till April 15 to make
Okay.
your 2013 IRA
But the sooner the
contributions.
better.
The sooner the better.
Right.
But the point is that you can sit down while you're doing your taxes. You can play with the numbers, even if you haven't put 6,500. See what it looks like to your
Right.
return. Plug in that you put in, $5,000
And
or
see what the-
$5,500, and see what the outcome is. You'll be amazed sometime.
Right.
And that's why many times folks that use accountants already, their accountants will say, hey, by the way, if you just put this much aside in a IRA,
you get a bigger return,
you could get a bigger return.
or you pay less.
Right. It could just make a huge difference to your
Wow.
return. So
right.
play with the numbers. You have a unique opportunity this time of year. We call between January 1 and April 15 IRA season,
Right.
because you can put money into IRAs for either 2013 or 2014.
Okay. Anything else? We're about done.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Jim.
you, sir. Thanks
All
for
right.
being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Select Financial. And what was it again? SelectFinancial.us.
.us.
And then 424-7777.
Have a good day, Jim.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. All right. We're going to be going to a break, and then we'll be back in just – oh, I'm sorry. We got to play your disclaimer.
Oh, yes.
Are you going to sing it, or are we going to play it? Play it, Brandon.
The opinions voiced in this program are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, financial advisor, or tax advisor prior to investing. Securities are offered in the U.S. through First Allied Securities Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services are offered through First Allied Advisory Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Okay. That was the disclaimer. All right, here we go real quick. Another sponsor is my accountant, George Luff in Milford, Luff & Associates. One thing we have been bragging about with George's organization is he does our payroll now. And my daughter, Jenny, that does the payroll, is just very pleased that he does, because now she doesn't have to worry about all those things like the 940s and the 941s and the W-2s and W-3s and W-4s and I-9s and so on. So if you got a small business or a big business, anywhere from 1 employee to 150 employees, Luff & Associates can help you. 422-9699, 422-9699. On the web, it's Luff, L-U-F-F, C-P-A-S, CPAs.com. Give them a call. Tell them I sent you. They'll take good care of you. Now, I'm going to have another guest on in just a few minutes who has lost her dog. So anyway, we're going to talk about that. The dog's name is Nabby, and I'm going to be talking with Ashley Duke. So we're going to take a commercial break in just a minute or two, and then we're going to be coming back. But I want to let you know we are live right now, wide awake at Weller's Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale. So if you have any interest in shopping through this place or checking it out, get on in here. So anyway, it's Weller's Red Barn, Route 16 in Greenwood, and Route 16 in Greenwood, Route 16 in Ellendale. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes. So stay tuned. Tell your friends to tune in, and we will be back.
Taking a look at the latest news headlines, 15 law enforcement officers completed their training for the 77th Municipal Recruitment Class. The graduates represent Bethany Beach, Dagsboro, Dover, Harrington, Lewis, Milford, Milton, Ocean View, and Delaware State Police Departments, as well as representing Denrex Division of Fish and Wildlife and Parks and Recreation. Patrol Officer Sean Jacobs of the Harrington Police Department gave the class their speech at ceremonies yesterday afternoon at Delaware State University. Daylight savings time returns this weekend. To stay on time Sunday, be sure to set your clock ahead 1 hour before going to bed. Also, local fire departments say this is the ideal time to change the batteries in your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. You can find more information out about smoke detector placement from the Ocean City Fire Departments, and you'll find that at our website, Delaware1059.com. A partly sunny, milder day today, 58 for the high, according to Courtney Spamer. And look for mostly cloudy with a shower in places late tonight, down to 38. Right now, it's 37 from Delaware 1059. Here's CBS.
CBS News Special Report, I'm Gary Nunn. 2 oil slicks have been spotted off the southern tip of Vietnam. Authorities believe they could be from the missing Malaysia jumbo jet.
The authorities in Vietnam say they are collaborating as much as possible in the continuing search operation that we know is taking place over land and sea.
Al Jazeera English correspondent Rob McBride in Beijing. More from CBS's Seth Doan.
On board, 227 passengers and 12 crew from 14 different countries. Almost 2/3 of those passengers, 154 people, are Chinese. 3 Americans were on board, one of them an infant.
At Beijing Airport, waiting relatives of passengers are frustrated and frightened.
We came here very early this morning to wait for them. I'm very, very worried now. What if something horrible happened to them? I'm really scared.
Some relatives, through a translator, the destroyer USS Pinckney is assisting in the search and rescue operations in the South China Sea. CBS News Special Report, I'm Gary Nunn.
DeCarlo Precision Instrument is celebrating our 25th anniversary of serving the architectural, engineering, and construction industries. And as your authorized Canon dealer, we're proud to offer complete sales, service, and supplies on the new line of Canon Image ProGraph line of wide-format printers and plotters. They're the most high-tech, least expensive line in their class.
We're your number one choice for office equipment. We're your number one choice since we treat you so right.
Call us toll-free at 1-866-DeCarlo. That's 1-866-342-2756. Attention police departments and private investigators. DeCarlo Precision Instrument is your authorized Faro dealer. Faro is the world's most advanced crime reconstruction and forensic 3D laser scanning systems that can provide a comprehensive snapshot of a crime scene, traffic accident, homicide scene, or any event that needs documentation.
We're your number one choice for office equipment. We're your number one choice since we treat you so right.
Call us toll-free at 1-866-DeCarlo. That's 1-866-342-2756.
Brunch. It's breakfast and lunch, a combination that saves you time and money. Here's another. Hamada. It's home and auto. Or how about boatmobile? That's boat and automobile. Or Car V. You guessed it, car and RV. At Allstate, the possibilities are endless. Protect your car plus home plus boat. Or car plus motorcycle plus apartment. That's Carmo Apartment. If you can say it, chances are your local Allstate agent can bundle it for you. Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Hi, I'm Paul Sarnak, your local Delmarva Allstate agent. To help make sure you have the proper protection you need at a price you can afford, call me to get a quote at 302-248-8500. Again, 302-248-8500. Or visit us on the web at delmarvainsurancegroup.com.
Subject to terms, conditions, availability, and coverage selected.
The Monday Meetup hits the road again. This time, it returns to where it all started, and that's the arenas out at the Sussex County Airport in Georgetown. Join me, Sumo, for some great food and conversation as I broadcast my show live from 10 until 3 this Monday out at arenas in Georgetown at the airport. I can't wait to catch up with Sam and her crew out at the airport and bring the Sumo sandwich back to its birthplace. Joining me this Monday will be Dan Herhold of Satterfield and Ryan, the only Elite Power Pro Generac dealer in the area. So if you've been thinking about getting a generator, you're not going to want to miss Dan on the show this Monday. So come on out and support local and join me for the Monday meetup at arenas at the Sussex County Airport this coming Monday.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Okay, everybody. Jim Weller here. I got a lot to cover in the next 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to start with a couple commercials, then this unbelievable experiment. You're all going to say this is just the neatest thing I've ever seen. So the first thing I want to do is I want to mention again L&W Insurance Agency, who I love to deal with. I don't love to buy insurance, but I really love the service they give me. I've been dealing with them for quite a while. I was actually on a trip out in St. Louis, I think it was, wherever the Arch is. Is that St. Louis? Yeah. Anyway, my vehicle got broke into, and I just called L&W, and they just took care of it. They said, do you need any money? Do you need anything? Do you want me just to make you feel good over the phone? You want me to get a hold of a glass company? So they got the glass company to come to the hotel, fix the window. It was great. I really liked it. It made me feel like I wasn't away. They took good care of me. L&W Insurance, whether you need auto insurance, home insurance, health, life, or commercial coverage, please give them a call. A friendly person always answers the phone during normal business hours, 674-3500. They even have a Sussex County number, 856-7828, and on the web, it's lwinsurance.com. Now, the next thing I wanted to mention was my copier guy, Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines. I've been dealing with him for 20-some years, and he does a great job of keeping my copiers going, but he also works on computers, builds computers. He'll work on gaming systems like Wii's or Game Boys or things like that. Really good guy, been serving the community for a long time, located right about 2 miles east of the Circle in Georgetown, right next to Sports at the Beach Complex. 856-7381, 856-7381. And I don't know if this special's still going on, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. He told me if people come in and mention my name or my show, and my name is Jim Weller, and the show is Weller Does Delmarva, he will give you 25% off any labor to have something repaired or fixed or something like that. So check him out. Tell him I sent you. He's a real good guy. No Nonsense Office Machines. In a minute, not just this minute, I've got Ashley Duke, who is going to be on talking about her dear dog, Nabby. I know what it's like to have an animal missing. It's heart-wrenching. But I want to do an experiment first, okay? I have been working with Dave and Jeannie Morgan, and they have been helping me try to tone up a little bit, lose a little weight, and so on. I've been getting a wrap every Friday. I would love to show you the pictures, but I just can't do it. But it's of my belly is why. So anyway, but it's going good. My face is actually getting a little thinner, I've noticed in pictures. But they have a thing. I do a protein shake plus some other things. But anyway, they have a thing that I take 2 of these after my biggest meal of the day. And it's called a Fat Fighter. And what it does is it actually helps turn fat into a solid. So here's what I'm going to do. We're on. This will be recorded, so you'll be able to watch it, but not today. It'll be on where you can watch it Monday. As everybody could see, Ashley, do you agree that's a clear glass of water? I'm going to pour some, what's this, vegetable oil in top of it. So this would be like your body. So you're pretending that you ate a big meal and had a lot of fat in it, okay? So then you take this thing. Well, that's what fat looks like, all right? I take 2 of these Fat Fighters. So what I'm going to do to speed things up, they're in a pill form. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to break them up into like a powder. You can hear me now. I'm hitting them on the table with a hammer. This is the most amazing thing I have ever seen because I am definitely feeling better and I am definitely getting smaller. And I just can't believe it. So anyway, and I'm going to give a lot of credit to Dave and Jeannie working with me and coaching me along and some of the products they have to offer. So this is, man, I'm not getting this just right. I'm grinding it up. But I'm going to drop it in this water, okay? So, folks, I took 2 of these Fat Fighter pills. I took a hammer, and as best I can, everybody's sitting here looking at it like this guy is insane. Again, I'm videoing this, and so you will be able to watch it after Brooks gets it uploaded to wellerdoesdelmarva.com, and you're going to say, what is this guy doing? Now, what is happening very fast, as you can see? In other words, what this stuff does is it's turning that fat into a solid. Do you see it dropping down to the bottom of the glass? And so what it's doing is it's taking the fat that you eat, and instead of your body absorbing it, it's turning into a solid. Look at it, Brooks. Can you see that? Right. And it's turning into a solid, and then you just get it out of your system. In other words, so instead of your system absorbing it, so I'm just telling you, they got some really neat stuff. It's Dave and Jeannie Morgan. I know you guys think this is crazy, but I took a glass of water. I put vegetable oil in it. I bet you didn't think this was going to happen today, did you? Okay. Well, anyway, and then I crushed up 2 of these Fat Fighter pills, and they're dropping like big globs because it's neutralizing the fat, and it's turning that fat into a solid. Now, somebody needs to tell me on a microphone, is this correct or not? I mean, I want to make sure people don't think I'm making this up.
It for sure is.
Okay, so for sure. This is Brandon Ritter.
Yes.
You're willing to attest that it for sure is doing it. Ashley, can you pick that one up and tell me the truth? What do you think?
I do believe you.
Okay, so now I got 2 witnesses here, okay? All right, so anyway, Dave and Jeannie Morgan, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get fit, if you want to make some changes in your life, they'll come to you or you can go to them. They're real nice people. They have some products that can help you. 422-8315. I just wanted to throw that in there, okay? I've never seen nothing like it, and I thought that was neat. Darren's over there counting all the emails he's gotten already. I'll tell you what, folks, radio works. This guy put a contest on there. He's got all these emails. He's already got a winner. So anyway, that is that in reference to my weight loss program. Now I want to talk to Ashley. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Okay, now, just what I understand is you have a dog. The dog is a boxer. Correct. Female?
Yes.
Okay, and her name is Nabby.
Correct.
All right, and you live in the Milford area?
I do.
Okay, and this dog has actually been missing as of today for 46 days.
Correct.
Okay, and you're desperately trying to, reunite with your dog.
We are.
Okay.
We definitely are.
Now, I guess the encouraging thing is you're constantly being told by people, I saw your dog.
Yes.
We put some food out. Your dog ate the food. In other words, but we're not having any luck catching the dog.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you now there's a thing on Facebook. Everybody knows what Facebook is anyway,
Yes.
right? Okay.
That's
Whether
how it
you're
blew
on
up.
it or not. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because you got like 500 people following around,
Absolutely.
helping you
yes.
look for this
it's
dog.
amazing. These people
Okay.
are amazing.
And you're just saying, hey, this is my dog. I love her.
Right.
You got a little girl, and I'm sure that she really bonds with her dog.
She loves her. She
Yep.
misses her. She cries every night for her. I
Wow.
mean, it's heartbreaking.
So we're asking you, the public, if you have seen this dog, if you want to see what the dog looks like, they would go on Facebook, right?
Yes.
And I believe it's Bring Nabby.
Yes.
Nabbie.
Yes.
Okay, home.
Yes.
All right. Now you are saying, hi. If you see Nabby, you're not saying run right up to her. Is that right? What advice do you have if somebody sees Nabby?
Well, at the point that she's been out for 46 days, she's in survival mode. So if
Okay.
you go up to her, she's likely not going to come to you. I've been told that she probably won't even come to me. So
Okay.
chasing her is not the best option to do. It's to call me, and then I've been told to sit on the ground and
Okay.
just sit there and talk, and she should start to remember who you are.
Okay.
But for a complete stranger to go up to her, she's probably going to run away at this time because of survival mode.
You won't believe this. Where I live, people drop dogs off, and we end up trapping them and catching them and keeping them and so on. But anyway, I have found when you sit on the ground, a dog will come to you. When you stand up, it's like you're bigger than life, or you're more threatening.
Yes.
When you're standing up, but if you'll just sit down for a minute or two, and let the dog realize you're not a threat,
Then they'll come up to you. I thought it was crazy at first, but now after reading stuff and
Right.
researching that's the best thing you're supposed to do so the dog doesn't run away from you.
So we're asking people that are listening now to go to Facebook and like the page, Bring Nabby Home, and take this phone number and program it right into your cell phone, just in case they see the dog. So they're not
Exactly, yes.
fumbling for the number or something like that. Put it right in your cell phone under Nabby.
Yes.
And that way you've got the contact number. Is it this number here?
Yes.
Oh, so I got 302-399-5654. 302-399-5654. So, and the people are seeing it in what areas? Like in the Milford area?
The last time she was spotted was on Lover's Lane in Milford.
Okay.
And that
Lover's
was
Lane.
2 weeks ago yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, she's
All right.
sticking around the area. She's been seen at the Milford High School, the Milford
Okay.
Diner, Chicken Man downtown in Milford.
Okay.
So,
Are those
she's been
places
everywhere.
you used to go? The Milford Diner, Chicken
Well, she's
Man?
just not really. We were on vacation, and she got out from my brother's house, so she's not
okay.
familiar with the area at all. She has no sense of direction.
Okay. So we are asking anybody that would go to Facebook, like the page, Bring Nabby Home, get this number 399-5654, maybe program it into your speed dial or your smartphone or something, and you want what we want you to understand is, I had a trailer stolen one time, and we had a reward. And people would call, and the trailer was black and like 28 foot long. People would say, "Oh, I seen it. We drive all the way to Selbyville and be a single 6 foot by 12 foot long white trailer.
Right. We've had that.
So what we're saying is you probably work for a living and cannot run all over the place. We need good, accurate accountings.
Right.
In other words, if you see her, maybe even snap a picture.
Right.
Is this a cell number? Somebody could text
That
you
is
a
my
picture?
cell phone. Yep.
So if somebody were to take a picture or see a dog,
They
they
could send it
text
to me.
you.
Absolutely.
399-5654. Uh-oh. Somebody wanted to buy all 4 snow shovels. Anyway, anything else you want to say?
There is a reward for her.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
We were
Can
asking
I ask-
$1,000 for her.
Really?
Yes.
$1,000?
Yes.
I may work on this after I get done with the barn. That's pretty motivating. Okay, I do have to ask you, what are you seeing in the bottom of this glass?
Junk.
Is that amazing?
Yes.
Do you think this is real, or do you think
I do.
it's just like
I've seen this before. It is.
Oh, have you
yes.
really? I didn't see it till yesterday, and I was like, man, it's hard to believe we put that in
It's pretty neat.
our bodies, It
is.
And it's hard to believe there's something that can, I don't know if the word's neutralize it or
Right.
switch it around or whatever, but that is kind of cool. So anyway, Brooks, okay, so if you go to Weller Does Delmarva, not today, but Monday, we're going to have all this video of this, and the picture will be there. Well, we'll put a post on our Facebook page here, too, in a little bit, too. So anyway, all I can do is say I wish you well.
Thank you.
People, if you're listening, you know what it's like if you've ever lost a dog. It's hard on you. It's hard on you. It matters. So anyway, one thing a guy told me one time is if you take your wife and you lock her in the trunk of the car and you drive all around, when you open the trunk, she's going to be aggravated. But you could take your dog and put it in the trunk of your car and open the trunk, and your dog's just going to love you to death.
Yep.
So a good dog is priceless. So anyway, let's bring Nabby home. 399-5654 at the Facebook page. Like the page. Bring Nabby home. Ashley, anything else?
That is it. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you for coming, and we're going to pray that you find your dog.
Thank
okay?
you.
Thank you. $1,000 reward, folks. Okay, got just a couple more things I want to talk about is my heating and air conditioning people. It's amazing how happy I am with the people I deal with, but I dealt with First Class Heating and Air recently, and I got a new heating and air conditioning system in my house. And while they were there quoting me on it, they quoted me on an encapsulation system where they take my insulation down from underneath and put this rubber stuff on the ground, and it goes up the blocks, and then from there up it's foam, and it's just amazing. And then they put this big dehumidifier under there and so on. And my floors are warmer. My new heating system's doing a good job, and I just got my most current electric bill, and my electric bill was less than the same time last year, which that wasn't even part of the deal because it's a propane-fired furnace. But I'm very happy. First Class Heating and Air, they do electrical work, they do home performance, they do plumbing, heating, AC, and so on. Been serving Delmarva for over 40 years now. 40 years. And they also do work in Maryland. 934-8900, firstclasshvac.com on the web. Tell them I sent you if you would, please. Okay? Then I want to talk about George Luff again. I mentioned that he does our payroll. He also does my accounting. So it's that time of year, you're looking for an accountant, you haven't had the luck that you hope to. I think what everybody hopes with their accountant is they find some way to get a big tax return. A big tax return or pay less. George Luff does a good job. He's a CPA. His son's now working with him. He's got some other fine folks there. They're located right downtown Milford. They also have an office in Dover, and they also have an office in Rehoboth now. So give them a call, 422-9699, 422-9699, and they'll steer you in any accounting type related things that you have, and they will also help you if you want them to do your payroll. 1 to 5 employees is only $25 a pay period. That's amazing. That's like $5 an employee. Okay, I poured this water in the glass. Brooks, Brandon, do you agree that this oily fat has been turned into a solid, guys? In other words, and Brooks,
it did it instantly.
I just can't get over it. And that's why you're supposed to do that within 1 hour of eating a meal. So you take 2 of them. So it's Dave and Jeannie Morgan. Give them a call. Say, hey, Jim Weller says you can help me get a little more fit, or you can help me lose weight, or you can tell me what I need to know, whether you got problems with sugar, whether you got high blood pressure, whether you got the gout or whatever. They can help at least counsel you as best they can. 422-8315. I'm amazed with that. Hey, today I do need to tell you something. We are at Weller's Red Barn, and we have quite a group of people here. So if you've never been to Weller's Red Barn, Brandon's going to be here till what time, Brandon?
I'll be here till 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in the morning, Brandon will be here till, and he'll take care of you. I think he means 2 o'clock in the afternoon, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, Louise, do you want to talk? Okay. Well, Louise King is here, folks, if you'd like to see her. You can stop by and say hi. Darren Gingrich is smiling. He must have got a lot of emails from his little contest there at selectfinancial.us. So anyway, folks, it's Weller Does Delmarva. It's a show that I do every Saturday morning. We have been recording it, so we're not actually streaming it, but we are recording it, and you can go back and watch it anytime at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. We have a Facebook page. We're trying to get to 10,000 people, and we'd be happy if we could get to 500. So anyway, we're looking for people to like our Facebook page. Brooks, what's up with you?
Not too much. I'm ready for vacation. It starts at 1.
1 o'clock?
Absolutely.
Today?
Today.
All right, folks, look, if you need anything at Weller's in Bridgeville, come in about 5 minutes of 1, because Brooks is taking vacation at 1.
I'll still be there to help you out.
All right, now you want to tell the whole world you're expecting another child, or is that a secret?
That was a secret.
Okay.
No, we went public with it on Facebook, so it's no longer a secret.
All right, the Facebook.
The Facebook.
Okay, yes. So Brooks is going to have another baby. Are we looking for a little boy this time?
That's what everybody in the family would
like.
Little
Jimmy?
Me personally,
we could call him Lark.
Oh, me personally, I don't mind what it is. I mean,
Okay.
a boy would be nice because we have a tradition.
Girls are expensive.
They are expensive,
You
but
got to pay for them weddings.
But I got 2 girls now, so I'm kind of used to what things go on. And
You ain't paid for the first wedding yet.
Yeah, I haven't. That's what I'm worried
Okay.
about. But we have a tradition in my family as far as boys. My middle name is my dad's first name.
I
My
got you.
dad's middle name is his dad's first name. So we would like to continue that tradition on. So if it's not a boy, I think it's going to die there because I think with number 3 we're going to be done.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. Anyway.
Thank you.
That's Brooks Ritter, folks. He is going to be headed on over to Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. He claims to be the number 1 salesman over there, but him and Jason are going to be selling today. Now, Brandon's going to be hanging out here at Weller's Red Barn. We got some trailer deals here. Man, we sold right out of 16-foot landscapers yesterday. I was surprised at that. I'm like, how's things going? He said, well, I sold right out of them things. And Weller's Red Barn now takes credit cards, too. But if you've been thinking about a trailer, we've got some here with some minor dents and dings. I mean, we're talking minor. He'd have to point them out to you, but we got like a 5x8 landscaper for $577, and then we got a brand new 6x10 landscaper for $949. I've seen used ones for more than that. 6x12 landscaper, $11.99. The cheapest one I saw in the guide was $12.95. So we're almost $100 less than that. Then we got one of these. It's a brand new 24-foot enclosed car trailer, ramp door, side door, and so on. We used it for storage for about a week or two. So looks like new, is new, comes with certificate of origin, full manufacturer's warranty, but we did store some stuff in it on the floor. 2014, these things are normally like $6,000, $6,500. This one and one only, and it's silver in color, $5,499, $54.99 for a brand new 24-foot enclosed car trailer. Any questions at all, the number here is 422-7336, 422-7336. If you want to stop by and look at this glass full of water that I put the vegetable oil in, that all the stuff now, all the fat has fell to the bottom, I'll leave it sitting out here for a while. Don't forget to go onto Facebook and like the page, Bring Nabby Home, if you would. And Brandon, tell me, what are some of the things we've sold so far? The barn is only open once a month, just so people know that.
Right.
First Friday and Saturday.
First Friday, Saturday
Okay,
of each
so what are
month.
some of your big accomplishments so far this month?
Well, this month that seems to be a furniture month.
Doesn't it?
We have opened up a lot of room to bring more stuff in this weekend. We've sold 3 couches, a love seat, a recliner.
Yeah, that lazy boy recliner, we sold that.
Yeah.
How about the little man, the little statue, a cement statue, little man, $10. How many of them could you sold?
Oh, we probably could have sold 10 or 15 of those.
That's the problem with this place. It's all or none.
Right.
In other words, and a lot of it we have one of. Now, I can't mention the name that's on these whiskey barrels. I just found out we're not supposed to. So anyway, but we got somebody coming to get all of our whiskey barrels today.
Right. He showed up a few minutes ago.
Oh, they're gone already?
They're gone.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're out of whiskey barrels at the moment.
Yep.
Okay, so what else is selling around here? Hey, how's these Weller's discount cards working? In other words, have you had many people that you know that have bought them and used them?
Yeah.
My good friend Dan Gaffney is tickled to death with it. Colin Walls is using his like crazy. So one of the places everybody seems to like is Nicola's, 10% off. You go down there, your bill's $30, $40, save $3 or $4. I went to the Blue Water Grill down in Millsboro the other day and saved 10%, and that was about a $3 or $4 savings. Have you been to Burgers and Beans and used it yet?
I have. I've been there
Okay.
a couple times. That's probably the number one spot I've used it.
Now, Bethany Blues, 10% off. You can see this. It's right on our website, isn't it, Wellers.com?
Yes.
Okay, so, folks, if you want to see this discount card, go to Wellers.com, and you'll see the front and the back of it. It's a $15 card. You got to pay $15 for it. And I'll tell you what, let's give a special for right here today at the barn. How about that?
Sounds good.
Now, here's the only thing. At the barn, with this card, you save something.
5%.
5%. Now, you can't buy it and use it immediately. We're going to say that little disclaimer, okay?
Right.
So if you come in here and buy one today, you can buy the card, but you can't use it here till next month, okay?
Yes.
All right, but how about we give a special? What do you think? They're $15 a piece. Do you want to say that if they buy 2, we'll give them 3 for $30?
Sure.
So for $30, they can get 3 of them.
3 cards, yep.
Okay. How about we up the ante?
Okay.
How about you buy 2? You got to buy 2. But you buy 2, you give us $30, we'll give you 4 of them. Okay?
Wow.
All right, so that's a good deal. I had somebody the other day say, man, I gave every one of these to my kids. And I said, why would you give them to your kids? They said, because I'm the one who gives them their allowance. and I have to give them the money for the food that they're going to eat. So anyway, I'll sell you 2 $15 cards today. You hand me $30, and we'll give you 4 of these cards. Now, they're good for
the rest of the year.
The whole year, all of 2014.
Yep.
So I tell you, another good one on there is the Milford Dairy Queen, $1 off, and it's not just a large item, $1 off any size Blizzard.
That's
a pretty good value. You get a $3 or $4 Blizzard, you get $1 off.
Right.
That's a whole lot more than 10% off. McDonald's, any of them in Sussex County, you buy a extra value meal, and you get a quarter pound with cheese free. And folks, that's not the first time you do it. That's every single time you go there. So I had somebody say, do I have to give them the card? You just show them the card. Don't give them the card. Okay? So that's today only. Buy 2 cards for $30 and walk out the door with 4, but you cannot use them today at the barn.
Yes.
Okay? All right. Anything else? It's about 8:57. I want to thank Fran. Is he back there at the studio making everything happen?
He is.
He's been
doing
real
a great
good to
job.
us. So thank you, Fran, for all your support and your help. I also want to say that we're here today till 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock this afternoon. I personally will probably hang out till about noon. And if you want to just stop by and say hi and chit-chat a little bit, I'll be here. And if you want to see this glass of fat turned into a solid, it's amazing. Dave and Jeannie Morgan have been working with me and helping me with my weight loss and my eating habits and coaching me, 422-8315. Now, Weller's in Bridgeville is open today. Weller's Utility Trailers is open, and there is something we are in desperate need of, a shop guy, a person to help hook up a trailer when a customer buys one, to keep our lot in good order. If somebody wants a hitch put on, we need to get a hitch put on. So we need somebody with mechanical skills and so on. Folks, I'm out of time, so God bless you. Have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. Jim Weller, WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Bye-bye.
The preceding program was a paid commercial presentation.
Now I had the time of my life.
Imagine the perfect island paradise where every